Hi everyone, this is Recyclink, one of the companies that we handled with our consulting company. This is the consulting company of Maren Joseph. It's a family business. For this assignment, I just invented a company and I work with my own consulting company on this invented company, so it's really innovative. For this company, the problem was that it was too much waste of leftovers from the materials of manufacturers. So we tried to come up with a solution for that. And the solution for that was recycle. So the name already says it a bit, but in the next slide, I'm going to explain it more. The company started with recycling and went to Recyclink. I'm now going to explain why. The purpose of it all was to connect resources of factories together. For example, Factory 1 has leftovers and want to recycle them. These are leftovers from the factories. They try to find a potential factory that is interested in these leftovers of materials to recycle and reuse them, that they don't have to throw them away. But then you have Factory 2, and these ones are in need for these certain resources and raw materials, but they don't find the resources, so they try to find a factory that has leftovers so they can work together. That's why we came up with a database where factories or companies can find each other. Like, for example, in Recyclink, it is like a website, a database that we make. That's why it's called Recyclink. In Factory 1, um, they put the leftovers of materials they have on the database, and in Factory 2, they find the resources and raw materials and the partners they need on the database. So it's really useful database. As you can see on the OLI framework, we have ownership, a good location, and internationalization, so we come up with foreign direct investment. Our company is value, rarity, imitability, and organization. It's very good because on the long term, they have long-term competitive advantages because of the ecosystem approach. They have value because they are sustainable. They're really innovative, and they have a patent for immutability. Our ownership is a sustainable business model, advanced technology, great expert team, innovative, efficient, and effective, and the factors find each other really easily. We start with for the company with locating in India and the USA, and after that, the company must be going global. This is what our consulting firm like suggests to them. In the internationalization, we go from a startup to a global strategy for the company. Our consulting firm is focusing on multinational companies, and this is a great example of a company that is working with multinational companies. So they work with them, that they are joining the database, and it can grow really fast. For example, like H&M or Mohawk are good examples of it, but later I will tell more about that. We have a foreign direct investment because they have direct control and management of value adding activities in other countries. Examples of our firm specific advantages are monopolistic advantage, technology and knowledge. They have environmental friendly, they have the experiment knowledge, network skills, scalable growth mindset and process, and of course, the contextual intelligence. The reasons behind it are that they were the first on the market, like it's a really new organization. The database is very technological and very innovative. They recycle, they have experimental knowledge, they make their database really fast known, and they have a high valuation, and it's adaptable in different markets and languages. The major trend behind this company is the digitalization technologies, the automation, and the environmental changes because it's a database, they search the right partner, and they recycle. Our consulting firm did a pestle analysis for the first two locations we suggest. For India and the USA, the political are that the government of the USA will be positive for recycling with the world, and in India, the government of Delhi is committed towards creating a progressive business environment. Economical, it's accelerating and expanding green jobs, And for the social reasons, social and cultural advantage of the USA is English speaking. In India, the respondents in India consider environmental sustainable companies to be more attractive. Technological, the USA is far developed in technology, and in India, conducive environment for knowledge-based and high-tech IT industries. Environmental, the whole concept is environmental friendly, so that's really good. Legally, in the USA, employment laws approved, the factory has protection and copyright and patent law protection. Globally, we can use all of our firm-specific advantages and pass to analyze to internationalize over the whole world. This is the internationalization part that our consulting firm is suggesting. The organization need to go from a startup to a global strategy. First of all, the database that connect all the factories and companies of India and the USA. The value added reasons behind it is be fast, learn, grow with the database. In the global phase, the database connect all the factories and companies of the whole world, so they globalize. The value added reasons are that that it's a more effective use of the database. Now you're probably asking yourself why the USA and why India? The USA has a lot of companies and factories. These factories have a need of leftover resources. America has subsidies and sustainable future. Also, they have a social and cultural advantage of English speaking. They have a really educated workforce. And why India? India has a lot of leftovers from factories. Progressive business environment, conductive environment for knowledge based and high technology industries, and they also do a transition to go green, accelerating and expanding green jobs. 85% respondents in India consider environmental sustainable companies to be more attractive. That's why they can work together so well. Our consulting firm is saying that the concept, you have to see it as a service. The strategy of expanding and making the database known, we would suggest it to do it on this way. So, first of all, it's important to be networking with big companies. That's why the multinational companies were really important. For example, you have like all different kind of industries, like the clothing industry, the flooring industry, and the electronic industry. So these are just three examples, and we take the biggest players of them all, and they can make and say to all their suppliers and all their shareholders like, look, this is a really good database, please work with it, and so they can spread the word really fast. Also, it's really important to attend sector meetings. Attend every sector meeting and tell about the database. After that, different sectors can meet with each other on database to find the right partner all over the world. No factories will be more recycling. Also attend the COP26. It's attend all the climate change conferences, make them aware of the pollution. These conferences are linked with the government, so your company is spread fast all over the world. So this is a really good way. We consider this as a really good way from our consulting firm. This is what we propose for this organization. First of all, in year one, connect India and the USA. In the second year, use your network skills and expand. We would suggest to do that also with LinkedIn because LinkedIn has a lot of users. It's connect with big factories and companies, and they can spread the database news over the whole platform. In year three, the database must be known over the whole world. Recycling works over the whole world. All the factories find the right partners, and the leftovers found the right company factories to recycle. The firm, in our opinion, can also have a consulting aspect and a financial aspect, which is really important. They can have a button on the website for advice that the factories have the right information about each other for the leftovers and the raw materials. The financial aspect is that they ask for these advices a big fee. Also, a membership fee to join the database. That's how the company can have their financials. I hope we helped creating a good strategy for this company for internationalization, and I hope we can help other firms in the future as well with our individual and good approach. This is our team. Here you can contact us consulting firm for further information. Here is our email address and mailing address and phone number. Thank you.